When Astrid Klenk-Steinert first moved to Föhr, she found it difficult to understand the locals, but she immediately fell in love with the island. She soon learned the Frisian language. As a biologist, she studies the mudflats and still can't imagine any better place to live or work.
I've lived on this beautiful island for 25 years. I feel privileged to live in a place where others spend their holidays. The combination of history and wildlife make this island so fascinating. Föhr has a 200-year tradition as a seaside resort, but the fascination's also embedded in the mudflats, which are a national park and World Heritage Site.
The island's main town and harbour is Vik. Beach tourists have been coming here since 1819. But the history of Föhr goes back a lot further than that, as the local history museum shows.
I'm standing here underneath the lower jaw of a giant blue whale. It forms the entrance to the Karl Heberlein Frisian Museum. If visitors who've come for the beach want to find out more about the island itself, then this small but excellent museum is the place to come.
Before the tourists arrived, the people of Föhr lived predominantly from catching whales and seafaring. The museum also tells the story of the numerous islanders who emigrated to distant shores.
In times of economic difficulty, many natives of Föhr were forced to leave their beloved island. Most of those who emigrated went to the U.S. Today, there are more descendants of people from Föhr living in New York and Long Island than there are in Föhr itself.
Astrid's second recommended site is in the west of the island, a Romanesque church dating back to the 12th century.
The St. Lawrence Church in Süderende is my favorite church. It doesn't stand inside a village, instead it's been positioned outside, so that all 7 western parishes have roughly the same distance to get to the church.
The cemetery is a veritable treasure trove of history. Gravestones bear testimony to many whalers and seafarers of yesteryear.
The most famous seafarer from Föhr and from North Frisia generally is Matthias Petersen. He was also buried here at the St. Lawrence Cemetery. He was called Lucky Matthias because he caught 373 whales during his lifetime. Whaling made him a wealthy man by the standards of his day.
Astrid Klenk-Steinert's last top tip takes us back to the coast. Here in the southwest of the island is the best place to enjoy the mudflats in peace.
Föhr's southwest coast is one of my favorite places. Whenever I need to get away and find peace, especially in the summer when the island gets busy, then I come here. You can study the migratory birds, gaze at the vast expanse of the mudflats, or look over to Amrum, or towards the south to the Hallig Islands. It's one of the most beautiful places in Föhr.
The island of Föhr is known for its vast beaches, wind-protected location and mild climate. And right on the doorstep is the national park with its endless mudflats.